thing. There are Anglophone and Francophone countries in Africa. So each Commonwealth are just trying to have a grip of the
Did
places
you
they
hear yourself?
colonize, the
Did
place
you
they
hear yourself
colonize.
just now? Did you hear yourself?
It's not. I'm just
Anglophone and
saying.
Francophone. Those dogmas are slave dogmas. They are the dogmas of the colonial masters. Listen, they call us the colonies now, meaning they are the dominant force, the metropolis.
And you have been free.
They are the controllers. They claim that they gave so-called independence, but one fiwalorun le. Right there in Ghana, you have an American military base. Do we have a military base in America? Does any African state have a military base in China? Does any African state have a military base in Germany? Does any African state have a military base in any of the European countries?
Maybe we don't need that.
Brother, wait. You don't need them. And somebody brings aggression to your doorstep. What is a military base? It's threat. They have military bases in Chad, so they are protecting their interests because they are through Chad operating what they want to do. What are those military bases doing in Africa? 50% of whatever is sold from the French colonies, in quote, because that term colony sickens me now.
So we're fighting for independence all over again.
This is what Africa is doing now, unknown to everybody. The younger generation has started to do it. It can come in any format. As far as it's not destructive, it's not damaging to the people.
So ECOWAS is not thinking right by
saying ECOWAS is not thinking right. And they know it. When Nigeria do coup, shebi na Buhari be past president, not do coup. Which ECOWAS state enter here? Say because Buhari do coup. The coup when the other people then do for other countries. Who entered there say because they do coup? No, nobody go there go fight them as war. No, why must Niger be a different case? Because the so-called puppet masters of the past is past now. They know now that the grip is being lost. America is losing grip. France is losing grip.
You know, Nigerians believe so much in Tinubu that is a master strategist. Elder statesman.
My brother, this matter past Tinubu matter. If this matter past so elder statesman, look, stop. You do not look. You want to discuss with Niger, and you say you want to dialogue, but the first thing you did was to throw the carrot of war. You don't threaten a man and then come back later and say you want to dialogue with the man. You don't do that now. Moreover, before you throw a threat of that nature, be cautious of what is the significant terrain arrangement. 7 states are bordered by Niger. Do you know that those people are your brothers?
It is normally it is Tinubu's style. You first throw threats.
Oh, please.
If he sees no resistance, a la carte, power is not served. If he sees resistance, then he leaves it. You know, it's normal.
The way you talk now, say it's normal. Is that normal?
That is normal Tinubu's style. So he's a master strategist. You know, when he said, no matter how much you protest, I'm going to remove subsidy. But when NLC say, oh yeah, we want to protest, he quickly called them to, yeah, no do it.
They first go court.
Yeah, you straight first. They now, is his style.
Oh, my brother, the trend is interesting. You know, say me, you get some certain things we had to talk the other time. I tell you, I say, my brother, the way things will start to move for African terrain will be amazing to people.
And the last time we had a conversation like this, yes. I remember you said the ancestors are about to rise up and do something around Africa. And that's why I'm like, you talk this thing, you know. Is this the ancestors handiwork?
My brother, see.
Is this what you mean? Or we are still waiting for
waiting the West they use as right, now might. So the people, when they think say that they dominate with the might, they need expect that those people will wake up by might to call for their right. Or more, check it out.
Alliteration. Or more.
It's time for Africa to start to reconnect If Africa unites, my brother, the West shall be on their knees. Now here that they sap everything from now. For too long, they're not sorry for us. They're not even shame self. Say now we now want use to take fight us again. Now it is open now. The first they do I'm in format of coup. What happened to people like Menengagwa and the rest of them? What in fact start from Nkrumah? What happened? America took him out. The story is there in the open. Because they were fighting against neocolonialism. Many things need to be in the open for the younger generation to see. France, you claim you are doing that which is right. What happened to those Africans that fought to liberate France? And we're calling for the right to just be treated like human beings. They killed all of them, murdered them. But when it is their turn, they will call for Holocaust. What happened to Benin Kingdom? I mean, they forget all these things. They massacred our people, but now their turn, they go call for Holocaust.
So what is your advice to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and other African presidents of ECOWAS, especially as now they are about to turn Africa to the battleground?
You see, they are making a big mistake here because the West is looking for an avenue to create a playground by proxy for their Third World War. Russia is showing interest. China is showing interest in supporting Russia. Now they don't draw North Korea enter their body. Against America and Europe, where they won't come play the football match inside Africa. Make we not give them the chance. Let them go and face themselves in their land. Their play not be here. That 10-10 not be for us. They are trying to use this to ignite a fuse that is not our cause. Let them face themselves and fight themselves and leave us alone now. Try to colonize yourselves. America, go and try and colonize Russia. Germany, you start to colonize France. Look here, brother. If the Italian Prime Minister can come out publicly and say those things she said to Macron, calling him by name, calling the French out about the torture they're meeting out on so-called French West African countries, French African countries in general, you must understand that this is no longer our call. Others in their own midst are seeing the injustice that has been thriving for too long. Time don't reach.
Back to Nigeria. Fuel. Hold on, please. Fuel. Gas is also about to join the queue. Dollar. It's beginning to look like dollar and fuel are in competition. Who will be faster? Who will run faster? Who will be first? Who will be second? But we have been assured and guaranteed that we shouldn't worry. Any moment from now, things are going to get better. We should just endure. And you also saw how the Senate, they just constituted them, and they are going on recess, going on holiday, and they are sending prayers to their mailboxes. And Nigerians are asked to, they are not praying for us. What do you feel about that?
Laughable. Shebi is a strategist. Yeah, a strategy with this is so amazing. How heartless can our people be to our own people? Akpabio them been the laugh for Senate at the people. How painfully sad and sickening. Una the reason at all. Now una be the same people who still get cases for EFCC when they never clear on herself.
They have not been convicted, so
that them still get cases when they never clear themselves. I'm not talking when they convicted. Okay. The common man has no case. The common man is just suffering the albatross of what the politicians are meeting upon us.
The common man are the ones voting. Supporting them.
Excuse me.
They love
supporting.
They didn't put themselves there.
They did.
Most of them. There. Tinubu did not put himself.
Yeah, who? Who's fooling who? We got to be real with ourselves.
Niger is not the first African country to have this military incursion, and the rest were just left to be. Why the special interest in Niger?
Because of the factors that we all see glaringly before us. The factor of the French usurping of the essence of the Africans in Niger, tapping their resources without returns, using their energy, and not giving Niger. I mean, wasn't it a slap on us as Africans as a whole for our president, our presidency, because there is no cabinet, for our presidency to shut down light to Niger? See how Algeria don't call our bluff now. Now free light they don't offer Niger now. Our brotherly gesture that we should be sharing, we claim they are owing us. See the money when they call some billions of naira. He reach the money when una they call by una self say that the thief since.
Let's
reach
off the mic. So let's
off
change.
mic.
Meanwhile, I was just going to also ask this.
You see, look,
if we are supplying lights to Niger and we don't.
Is that not funny to you?
No, maybe the place they install the plant is too far from Nigeria but close to Niger.
You think it's a deal, it's an agreement done, brotherly agreement done, that don't dam the River Niger at that point. If you do it, all of us will suffer past anything for this country. And they agreed, they left it to flow. But we were meant to have done a couple of other things, which we have not done. The only simple thing we had to do in return was to offer light to them at Tashere, so that at least they have light. That France, that has been tapping uranium for so long, has not been able to give them. My brother, with the amount of wealth from the natural resources that each African state has, if it be put together, Dubai in a play. Not just yesterday now, and then Dubai discovered the thing when they get now. Check what Dubai is now. Leave us alone to be ourselves, to restructure properly. You will be shocked because they know it. It's been said from long. Some elder statesmen said it years ago, that they are intentionally creating the stability, for instance, in a country like Nigeria, because they leave us to be stable, peaceful, and coordinated for a period of time. We shall outshine so many countries in the world in terms of development, in terms of quality of education, in terms of health, in terms of name it, any strata, because we hold the natural reserves that the world does not have. What did Britain get?
So advice to Tinubu, back off Niger. Now advice to Emmanuel Macron.
Macron, fight here, pull your ear and run out of Africa, you French people. It's time. You've plundered enough. You've killed our people enough. You've tortured our people enough. They're not ashamed. They should be ashamed of themselves that in this present day time, this kind of thing openly is still being done. This is broad daylight slavery. It's enslavement of a people. Russia, China, India, and the rest don't now enter into South Africa to say, now there they want to use at their base for what? BRICS. The Sahel now has been taken over by Russia. What is about to happen? It's a proxy war. They're about to use us. The next thing, they will start testing all those weapons they positioned in all those places against us. In the name of wanting to use it to claim territories. Fighting for territorial advantage. Africa should not give them a chance to do this. We should shame them by uniting against these things now. Better get away from all of our African states. Leave us alone.
But by the time they start unplugging their aids, financial aids, help, and
financial aid.
That
we are the ones giving them aid. Stop. Let's reposition this talk now.
Okay. How?
Everything that they use and need comes from Africa. There's very little that comes from the Amazon in Brazil.
But because it's not as our leaders borrow loan money. They take
our leaders. Them. Look, my brother, I was painting a picture to Dele Momodu in London many years ago. You know, he had an alternate magazine that time. It was called
was it the Ovation?
No, there was Ovation. There was one other magazine.
Okay.
That was like City People kind of.
Okay.
You know, and I was saying to him then that, may I analyze something to you? It's so funny that they say we owe them. The people who took over power by what? Force. What force? Force of the gun. Gun from where? Gun from the West. Then when they did, they sat on us. Because, see, my brother, I've been telling people, with the claim, say we don't get democratic dispensation for how many years? I say, you're jiving yourselves. Because our case is a flow-in continual situation of militocracy, but with a political mask. And it's more dangerous. Because how many years did Obasanjo rule? 8. How many years did Buhari just finish now? 8. Shebina at 23 years, I say we get. Who they for center? Jonathan and Yaradua. Who were they? They were puppets. They were stooges kept. They didn't give them the chance to operate as their own selves. Because they outmuscled them. Obasanjo outmuscled the Jonathan era. Before the Buhari and the Tinubu and the remaining clout and the rest of them came in, it was completely military controlled. Buhari came in now. How many years? 8 years. Military. So we have had military rule all this while. Camouflaging. Because they did not credibly, being the operative word, win elections. Prior to this, Obasanjo's era and the rest that went through, a selection. Not the election.
So we don't have the moral ground to even
we don't have the justification to talk of it. We should start looking at how we need to get it right. That's what we need to be doing now. Are we not thinking, our thoughts not going towards seeing this picture clearly? Niger, they say na coup. Abi? Who died? Joe? Nobody.
Baba Dede.
So Africa needs to now find a way to create an avenue where we would have peace, unity, rule of law, entrenched. Then collectively we'll tell the West to ease off from us. Russia, rest. They don't carry their tentacles come out now. Russian presence is now what is creating the paradigm shift in the African subterranean, backed by the Chinese. And don't forget, they are now drawing in who again?
Korea.
North Korea. What is that supposed to mean? That they want to come and use Africa as their playground for World War III. We don't need it. We need peace. We need unity. We need focus. In peace, we will thrive. United, we will thrive. Coordinated and organized as Africans seeking the right together cause, we shall stand stronger and the world shall start to give us the respect that is due us.
Thank you so much, Baba Dede. We'll continue some other time. We don't want to keep this too long. You don't want it to be too long so that people can comprehend what has been said so far. So thank you everybody for watching. Baba Dede, thank you so much for your time.
One love and peace.